Hello, Saints. We're still in Romans chapter 13, and we're looking at verses 11 to 14, and that will finish up the chapter. He concludes this section by saying, "Do this, knowing that the time, that it is already the hour for you to awaken from sleep. For now salvation is nearer to us than when we believed." There's a lot that can be said there, but the one thing is to be present. You know, you can be in a group, you can be in a group meeting, you can even be at church listening to a sermon. But unless you're mentally present and engaged with what's going on, even if you're not actually actively involved, like in speaking or doing something, you're going to miss the whole point. So he wants us to be present, to be there, to be aware of what's happening in the church and out of the church. Not just to coast by, like in the dream world. It is time to wake up, and this is something different than this ideology today of wokeism. And I'm not talking about being a problem with woke and that we need to be aware, because we do. But I'm talking about all the other idioms that go with the current wokeism problem. I'm talking about being aware as the body of Christ, so that we not only can be ministered to, but we can minister to others. Now the verse continues there in verse 12. The night, he says, is almost gone, and the day is near. Therefore let us lay aside the deeds of darkness and put on the armor of light. And I like that because that gives the best description of the armor we as Christians wear that we read about in Ephesians chapter 6, beginning in verse 12. It's not just military armor, though that's the language that Paul uses to describe it. But it's not just for warring as in bloodshed. It is the armor of light. We're to be light in a darkened world. And so he calls it the putting on the armor of light. Verse 13, let us behave properly as in the day, not in carousing and drunkenness, not in sexual promiscuity and sensuality, not in strife and jealousy. And put on Jesus Christ and make no provision for the flesh in regard to its lust. So we need to put away the secular from our life. That's not what is to engage us. That means doesn't mean you can't enjoy something that life offers, but that's not what we're about. We're about something bigger. Put on Jesus Christ. Put on that armor of light. Be present. Be there to minister and to be ministered to. Blessings.